Gina came home a few weeks ago, but not just for a visit. The Go-Go's were on tour with the Police at the Capitol Center, which was sold out for the concert. Who are the Go-Go's? Belinda Carlisle is the lead singer. Caffey Valentine plays bass. Jane Wiedlin plays rhythm guitar. Charlotte Caffey is the lead guitarist. And, of course, Gina's on drums. Nice picture. Of course, she always did like the camera. After Sacred Heart, she graduated from Catholic High.
I was a little criminal, probably. I was pretty bad in high school. I never got caught, but I gave the teachers a hard time, probably. Yeah, I was an Anarchy kid.
The Go-Go's are not really my kind of band. They got a few songs I kind of like, but they do have a dedicated fan base. So I went through my collection and dug out this video for everybody. Now this is from Baltimore, Maryland, which that's where the drummer is from. So that's why this news crew was here to do a report on the history of the band and the local concert, and the drummer coming back to her hometown, which is always good for a rock star, right? Come back to your hometown. Anyways, let's check it out.
I was a little criminal, probably. I was pretty bad in high school. I never got caught, but I gave the teachers a hard time, probably. Yeah, I was an Anarchy kid.
Gina grew up in German Hill near Dundalk. Her parents, June and John, still live there, and June may be the Go-Go's biggest fan.
Well, we always did like music, and rock and roll. We were always into rock and roll, but the new music of the late '70s and the '80s, I like to listen to it. But now, since Gina's in it, I mean, I'm really into it. Really into it.
Actually, the first band that I was in that we really played places was called Scratch and Sniff. And we played the Marble Bar. We used to play at the Marble Bar, do 4 sets a night, you know.
When she was 13, she would come home from school, go up into the front bedroom, put the earphones on, and bang on the drums, which was great, except that I could not hear the music. I could only hear the drums. So it would get a little much after a few hours.
Her brother John didn't handle the situation exactly the same way.
Well, she was quite rambunctious. I went to University of Maryland, and she would be playing the drums all the time, and it really aggravated me. We'd get in fights and quarrels and everything because I'd tell her to cut it out with the drums while I was studying.
I lived up the street from Edie, and I've known Edie for quite a while, and I would always go in and visit her all the time. And one day when she said, "Oh, Gina, I have a band, and we're going to go to New York and San Francisco and Los Angeles." And I said, "Oh, great, Edie, sounds great." And got a band together in a week, rehearsed, and took off.
That's a poster from their tour. Now, Edie, you were really the discoverer of Gina as a star drummer, weren't you? What was she like to work with?
Well, she's a very sweet and pleasant girl and easy to work with.
Mm-hmm.
And we just had a lot of fun along the way.
The Go-Go's have really exploded. In the latest Billboard chart, they're number 9. They toured Europe, and they've been in magazines from Japan more than once, and from Holland and England. It was a real homecoming at the Cap Center. June and John were there, and Edie came with a present. Lead guitarist Charlotte Caffey attended the Los Angeles performance of Edie and the Incredible Apes.
Well, I went with 2 friends of mine. I had no idea who Edith Matsuber was. And these 4 women came on stage. Gina was the drummer, and Edith was there singing, and she had this leather outfit on that laced up the sides. It was pretty amazing. I sat there and I didn't know what to think, but I remember Edith's voice being very distinctive, Gina's drumming being fast and hard.
We were more of a punk rock band,
Mm-hmm.
but then punk rock was in. And I don't know, it was fun. We had the kids all dancing, And they all look like the Muppets dancing, you know, and you'd be surprised. It was fun.
Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh, but that kind of hit me in a funny spot. I'm sorry. I just imagine her going, "Hey, close the door, kids! I'm not trying to heat up the whole neighborhood."
Well, I don't even remember. It was like three-chord punk stuff, you know? I mean, it was slapped together in a week. We had to have like a 50-minute set, and we slapped it together in a week like that. Made everything up, you know. It's pretty quick.
She wanted to go, she started talking about going to Los Angeles, which we were, no way could she go, right? New York, maybe, yeah, right, a little closer. But Los Angeles, we were dead against it. So, you know, she was unhappy, we were unhappy, and so finally, you know, we had to let her go.
I traded my dad my car, and he traded me the pickup truck. We built a cab on the back of the pickup truck, and I put everything I owned in the back, and me and a girlfriend from high school drove across the country.
So I would speak to her on the phone like 3 and 4 times a week when she was in Los Angeles, which I still do, by the way, no matter where she is.
So I happened to meet the girls at a party one night, and that's how it started. I invited them over for, you know, they said, "Oh, we're looking for a drummer," and oddly enough, you know, they were one of the first bands that I had seen when I got out to L.A.
She would steal steaks from the grocery store she worked at. And she'd barbecue us poor starving go-go's some steaks. We'd have wine and steaks, and we'd jam in her living room, and it was really fun.
Now that is the most rock and roll thing I've ever heard. She stole meat from the grocery store she worked at to feed the band. Now, just imagine, this guy here is the assistant manager of a grocery store. "Hey, where'd all these steaks go? We got steaks disappearing. If any of you steal them, I'm going to fire you on the spot."
Like after we get done shows, you know, girls will run up to us and say, "Oh, you know, we started a band because of you," and that's probably the best feeling in the world. I mean, it's really great to think that you inspire people to go out and start a band. So this is the dawning of a new era. This is it. This is happening now.
After their set, John takes Gina to meet some old friends in the crowd.
We're having a high school reunion, you see. I went to high school with all these people.
The Go-Go's are up for a Grammy in a couple of weeks, and the album is nearly platinum. Welcome home, Gina.
Let's go to Fells Point.
We'll be right back.
Well, there you have it, the Go-Go's from the early 80s. Touring with the Police, now that was a big deal. Like I said, it's not really my kind of music, but everybody went, "We got the beat." You all did it, just admit it. Anyway, stay tuned to my channel because you never know what other goodies you might have coming up. And comment on a band that you like to see some more footage of, because odds are I have it somewhere. Just comment, let me know. See you later.